Alright guys, we're back working on the grain cart. This time we got it moved in the shop instead of sitting outside, so that's nice, especially on a really cold day like today. So I used to sit over there, and now we got it in the shop. It just barely fits, but we got her in there. It keeps me out of the cold and the inclement weather. So what I'm gonna go ahead and try to tackle today is I'm for sure gonna get this jack put on the other side. That's one of my goals for today. And I've also got to put this wheel stud back in here that I messed the threads all up on the old one. Let me show you real quick. Let me see here. So whenever I was hammering those wheel studs out, you can see I damaged the threads pretty good on that one. And so now this won't, or the lug nut won't thread onto that. And so I got a new one from Deere, and this bolt costs $9. The reason why I couldn't get it from like Atwood's or Tractor Supply or anything like that is because it's fine thread. It's the metric threads, or it's not standard. Not really sure how the threading works. I know there's coarse and fine, and this one's the fine thread. That's the reason why I couldn't get it. All the ones at Tractor Supply and Atwoods that were this big of a bolt were this coarse thread. So it threads on there nicely though, brand spanking new. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that put on, get that jack welded up, and take you guys along. This sure is a lot nicer than working out in the cold, right out in the wind. I should have done this before. The reason why I didn't is it was warm that day and I already had the hubs off, and then it turned off cold while I had the hubs off. About how it goes though, isn't it? Brand new stud. For a 50-something-year-old machine, or however old this thing is, it's pretty old. I don't know what year this thing is. If I had to guess, probably in the 70s, because the combine, it looks very similar to this, like in the styling, and I think that one's a 1970 something. I would have been using that longer extension last time. I think I did. I had that short little stubby. That thing is huge, man. I don't use this set very often. That ought to work a lot better. Yeah, that's what I was using. Sweet. Test I went across from it. Awesome. Everything stayed nice and tight. Great. One task down. The hubs are complete now. Fantastic. Okay, now to tackle this jack situation. I need to prop the neck up so I can take the jack off. I think I'm just gonna put it on a jack stand. Okay. Put it right there. Look at this. This is terrible. Why would you put a jack on here like this? Why not put it on the outside? You know? The weird thing is it looks like it's factory, you know? I can't see any weld marks or anything on this side. Or even the other side, I'd say. Why would you do this? Should hold it right there. Fire. Okay. Okay, it's sitting on there. And we are right in the middle. I don't like that though. Let me scoot that over a little bit. The jack stand's wanting to come off the metal plate a little bit on the bottom. One sec. Okay, that ought to be good right there. Oh, that's better. Okay, awesome. Okay. Look right here, there's a big crack I have to fill up. I have to fix that. And so I think I'm going to use the plasma cutter and I can just cut that right off and cut that right off. Alright. Well guys, I have discovered this is going to be a little bit more complicated than I thought. This thing is actually factory because if you go in here and look, hopefully you can see that, it goes all the way through to the main I-beam. So it's not going to be as easy as just taking off those two seams, top and bottom. Like, I'm about to totally take off that pipe from the inside. I'll have to think about that one a little bit and see what I'm going to do. But I mean, to disconnect this, I'll have to cut off that pipe from the I-beam on the inside there, and then cut off those two seams, and then it comes right out. So I'll have to see how I'm going to do that. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and work on this, I guess you'd call it the overflow on the top of the grain bin. We've tried pricing some lumber and stuff. They're just like 1x12s by like, we were needing some 10 footers and some 14 footers, and they were just gonna be way too pricey. Lumber is like really up right now with this whole COVID thing. So I found this sheet metal over here, and we are just gonna try to use that. Get it all painted nice and yellow and pretty, and I think it'll look nice. I mean, we just need something to hold all that grain in. It doesn't have to be wood. So that's what we're gonna try to do. So now I need to get some measurements for the grain cart, and then I'll come down here and cut them. Okay guys, I'm measuring that one at 148 inches. Should be the same as the other side. I've already measured it, so they match. That's good. $148. Then might as well measure the other side while I'm up here. Let me see here. Probably better if I put this over here on the side. Let's see here. One sec, guys, bear with me. There we go. Oh. Watch your head. So I got 148 inches on that long side. And then over here we got We'll call that 95.5 inches. Okay. Let's see. So there we go. That's a lot better with it. Beautiful. Very nice. Yeah, that fit really well. Okay. I like it. So now I can go ahead and at least mount it, get the holes drilled, and then I can get it painted. Cool. I like it. Okay. step is going to be to have to remove some of these bolts. Oh, let me see. Okay. Down out of the way for the moment. There we go. Put those in my pocket. Set this down for the moment. Ow. Alright, now I'm going to get on the other side. Okay. Go. Impact rather. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and put this in place. Beautiful. I want to use these C-clamps to hold it. Hold where I want it. Do it like this. Probably nickname these things helping hands or extra pair of hands. Quite useful. Okay. Now I gotta make sure I get those holes lined up on the other side. That's the thing. That be the problem. Be right there, it's good. Okay, sounds good there. Wobbly. Okay, so that'll work out. Let's see here. See if I can look out over there. Really good right there, actually. That's where I'm going to set it, right there. Yeah, still good right there. That looks great. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drill a few holes and get it situated. And then I can come back and I can drill some holes where there needs to be more bolts. Okay. Go ahead and put that bolt back through. Beautiful. Okay, let me switch to the impact now. Doesn't help that I'm in my overalls and all that. Cool. Let me see if I can get on the other side and go ahead and drill a hole and get that bolt set. Okay.